Hello and welcome on this other episode of my series of episodes upon Kung Fu, martial arts, and activities to expand awareness. My name is Anthony and I am a coach and a facilitator that helps to expand your consciousness through various methods. Today we are going to talk about something very interesting. So, what is Qi? What is Qi? This is going to be the question of today's video, because sometimes when we get in this spiritual or mystical seeker community, we listen a lot to words such as Qi, such as energy, and sometimes we might get a bit lost, or even we might misunderstand some ideas. This is why I really felt that in order to be really consistent, it will be interesting to take this step back and discuss what is actually energy and Qi and so on. First of all, I am going to start by reading a text that is issued from Yoga and Tantra. The name of the book, if you're interested for the reference, is Vigyan Bhairava Tantra. And I can give you extra resources. If you just reach out to me, I can answer your questions and give you further articles and so on if you are interested into getting more information about this. So, I'm going to read a section. There is no difference between God and the goddess. In yoga, God is said to be joy and consciousness. Energy, Shakti, the creative aspect of God, is the goddess. The differentiation is made to help one understand the different aspect of God. Now, this text might be a bit tricky to understand. So, we've been talking about awareness, God, goddess, energy. What's the link? So, first of all, I would like to say that any attempt to intellectualize this too much or try to understand it too much rationally and so on is going to fail, because this is not something or some piece of knowledge that you just swallow and then burp when you're talking. It's really something that you understand and you feel within yourself, and this is what makes the difference. And this is why, if you want to get more understanding about any of the ideas that are shared in this community, feel free to directly come to sessions, go and stop just watching videos. It's really interesting also to practice. And I organize Qigong session in Brussels, literally, where you can work and expand your awareness upon topics such as Qi, awareness, and so on. So it's really about you and finding the key inside of you. So the idea behind Qi and energy is a bit difficult to understand logically, but I will try just to give you some basic understanding so that at least you're not totally lost. When we are in thermodynamics, or even in engines, or in physics in general, when we talk about energy, it literally means a potential to do something. So in physics, we have various kinds of energy. We have, for example, electric energy. We have chemical energy. This is the principle of batteries and so on. You have light energy, you have thermic energy, and various kinds of energy. And it's really interesting to see that a form of energy can be converted into another. For example, when we use our pan to make some pancakes or whatever, what happens is that the electric energy is converted in thermic energy, which will be able to heat the pan and elevate the temperature and therefore cook your pancake, and then you will enjoy a good pancake. Who doesn't like pancake? Actually, I'm a big fan of pancake if you ask me. But let's get back about qi. What's the link between qi and pancakes? The thing is that qi is also a form of energy, and it's the most basic or primitive energy that is existing. This is why it's a bit philosophical when we start talking about this, because it's a very fundamental energy. It's not even warm. Like if you rub your hands together like this, maybe you can do this during the video. Actually, we can do it. We can make it interactive, because like I said, you understand by practicing, and now we want to understand something so that we are not lost. So just rub your hands like this, faster and faster and faster. What do you notice? It's getting hot. Why? Because the energy of your muscle, the mechanic energy, has been converted in heat because of the friction that produces resistance. So a proof or an indirect proof of qi is actually the sense of you transforming energies and so on. And qigong is actually getting mastery upon qi, upon this the most fundamental dimension of life, and then everything unfolds from that, and that's what's game-changing. This is why qigong is a very powerful technique, and you want to come to my classes because it's literally transformative. And this is literally what helped me going through all of my life journey of various traumas and abuse and patterns as well. And I'm going to make other series of videos to discuss about other topics. But now that we are talking about qi, it's really truly the widest, the most fundamental energy of life. And this is the energy that keeps us alive. And I know a misconception that is often present in communities of mystical stuff and everything, spirituality, is that when we talk about sexual energy, people think that we talk about the genital energy, or the energy of wanting to have sexual intercourse. But actually, sexual energy and qi is the same thing. The sexual energy, when you get in the paradigm of qigong and you have some cultural understanding, because this is also another problem. Nowadays, there are a lot of trends and rabbit holes on social medias and so on, and one might just discover videos like this that are not actually from people that are knowledgeable and so on, but I don't want to criticize anyone. I am just saying that it's important to also have the cultural understanding of the paradigm. So in the paradigms of Eastern medicine and Eastern practice, what is present is that the sexual energy is considered to be the most basic energy. This was what was referred in the text that I just read to you as creative energy. But if you really want to understand it actually in your stomach, in your belly, because in 2024 or whatever year you might discover this video, I think we are done with just swallowing knowledge in the internet and doing nothing with that. We want change. We want to bring something new. We want to be more alive and movement and so on. And this is the idea with qi. When you get a feeling of qi and you see how qi influences your life and so on, you will know how to regulate your energy. You will know how to control it, or to go more with the flow and unlock your full potential. Actually, this is so powerful. And the funny thing is that when I was a kid, I was watching animes such as Naruto or Dragon Ball Z. I mean, who didn't watch Dragon Ball Z? And in Dragon Ball Z, what's funny is that they talk about chi, but they make it in very colorful way and so on. Well, it's really interesting because there is a part of truth in that, meaning when they talk about energy and they charge the energy and they have things and they become strong and so on. But the only thing is that the energy is not literally as it's drawn in Dragon Ball Z, but the concept is already somehow accurate. So it's really interesting to see how this concept has been brought in awareness of people in pop culture, but also in social media and trends. As I said, this is why nowadays it is really important to get the correct information. We live in the era of misinformation. So nowadays, transparency is key. This is why I am making all of this content on Le Temple de Roland on Instagram, La Plume de Roland on Instagram, my podcast episodes on Substack, and on YouTube as well with this series of video, because I really believe that with the proper understanding, you can really make a change in your life and in your consciousness. And I'm really proud to be alive today, to be the living proof and the therapist that can help you in that journey. So if you are interested to get into a spiritual journey or to get more in touch with those methods that we are talking about on this channel, come to my classes in Brussels. I give Qigong classes in various places in Brussels, and you would find all the information on my Instagram. It's literally very easy to do. So thank you very much for your attention. All the peace, all the love. Check out all the content, like, share, subscribe. Good vibes. Stay healthy. Reach out if you have a question. Peace and love.